What do I feel about the right and left having different lands? I think that's a little crazy. I don't think that would work out. Because if you think about it, right, everyone on the left, I should say, or most people on the left. You know what? I want to make sure I word this extremely correct. Correct. Say correct with my high self. I think that not everyone on the left agrees with everyone on the left, and not everyone on the right agrees with everyone on the right, which is why I am no longer claiming any kind of side, right? I used to say, yeah, I'm right leaning because I've taken tests and there's some conservative points that I agree with. But I don't agree with every conservative point, right? So where would I go? Because I don't really think that I would do well on something that's extreme right or extreme left. And most things seem extreme these days. So if they was to segregate it that way, I don't know if that would work out. Yeah, I don't think that would work. I think that the left would end up beefing with the left. Because there's people on the left that's like, I'm tired of this woke shit, right? Like, I've talked to them. There's like people on the left is like, yo, nah, I agree with you. This woke ish is getting out of hand. You can't trust this. And this and this and this. So I've heard some people on the left have the same talking points as people on the right when it comes in distrust for who's in charge and yada, yada, yada. So I don't know. And then what would they do? Make another land for people that don't fall under anything politically? Then they're going to have like a land for anarchists. Then they're going to have a land for people that's libertarian. That might be the only safe place for me, even though I'm not libertarian. That might be because like for all the political philosophies that I've gone over, that one has the most that I agree with from what it looks like from a distance. There are people who aren't either exactly it. Yes. So it's like for people like me who don't really fall under anything, where the fuck do we go? Right? Like it would be fun it's fun to think of things like that, but where the hell do we go? Where do we go? Plus there's people that's on the right. Like what's going to happen is those lands are going to end up only being for people that's on the extreme. That's going to be for people that's on the extreme left. And then it's going to be for people that's on the extreme right. Those lands will only be for extremists because the only ones that's going to feel comfortable living there are people that's on the extreme. Even people that, if you find yourself as conservative on the right, eventually you're going to be like, this is a little too much. What the fuck is going on over here? I'm not down with all of this. This is getting right as hell. It's because it's going to be only for the people that's at extreme, not just conservatives. You might start off thinking, oh, this is traditional and this and this and this. Me personally, yes, I'm a Christian and I have certain values. Certain things I'm not going to be okay with, though, more than likely. Like controlling people's bodies and telling them what to do with it. So if people on the right are anti-abortion, which I am, but I'm anti telling people what to do with their bodies as well. So when it comes to abortion, I kind of fall in the middle. Like, and people don't really accept that as an answer, but I have valid reasons for both sides. I don't feel like anyone's body should be controlled. And because I'm a Christian, I'm against abortions. So it's kind of like I'm fighting with myself on a regular basis about that. So it's like weird. So like, yeah, I think off of that, that'll be enough to fucking, could you be conservative or on the right and believe that? Right? Could you be conservative on the right and say, well, the abortion thing's a little extra because I don't think people's body couldn't be controlled. You're going to get exiled immediately. See, now you on the outside. We gonna go left town? They're gonna be like, go live over there with the lefties since you like abortion so much. You like, I don't like it. I just don't like controlling people's bodies. You don't belong here. That's just one topic that could split the whole fucking conservative and right side. I promise you, I've seen it. I've seen niggas argue all day to where they like, you not conservative. I'm like, because the motherfucker doesn't want the government controlling his body? Yikes. Bang gang, you already know. The people who aren't either exactly, you don't think it would show which policies are better? Nah. Because people would be on the extreme. So nah, I don't think so. I don't think humans have anything figured out completely when it comes to any political philosophy. It takes too long to experiment. We just now, like, really seeing what's going on with, like, fucking democracy. Remember, isn't this the philosophy that brought down Rome? Or was it Greece? I forget. I think it's the one that they stabbed this nigga Julius Caesar in the back. Because they was like, nigga, we voting. Like you talking about, poke them up. And then fucking years later, when that shit burned down, niggas was like, okay, maybe democracy wasn't really, maybe we was wilding with this voting stuff. Maybe we do need a king, right? I know there's some people right now, still to this day, that actually believe that, like, we need one person ruling everything. But then when that happens, there's going to be a bunch of people that's like, we need someone who's not ruling everything. We need the people to be in power. And then once that shit burns, we need one person to be in power. History repeats itself when it comes to that kind of stuff over and over again. If you look throughout, like, the books. Hey, what's up, Jen? How many blue states kind of look like Fallout after World War II? That's funny. Beware the idols of March. How many red states look like a Fallout town after World War II? If your answer is still blue, probably something wrong with blue. Yeah, we'll see. My example I just gave would be my biggest problem. I don't like people telling someone what to do with their body. So on the abortion topic, I would get kicked out of the right side automatically, I think. Because I just don't believe people should be told what to do with their body from the government. Now, the only way I can see it maybe working is all right, so they have the right and the left, right? On the right side, it's not just everyone that's on the right is combined. There's different cities, right? So like think about like in New York City as an example, there's 5 boroughs, right? That everyone really thinks about, right? 5 boroughs, the major cities where everything is spread. So if they was to do what you're describing, maybe on the right, they have 5 major philosophies that fall under fucking conservative or on the right, right? So you have someone who's blatantly just straight Republican, then you have someone who is libertarian or things like that they'll have their whole fucking section, right? So there'll be Republican town, Libertarian town, and so on and so on. And then on the left, you have similar things to that. Like, if I'm not mistaken, communism would fall under the left, right? Yeah, I think so. So communism, that would be its own city. Then you'll have anarchy, which is a city that if I was a teenager, I probably would have went there. And now that I realize I'm not on either side, I probably wouldn't be comfortable. And then like you'll have like the Democrats and all types of things on the left. I think if you do it like that, so it is different cities for different branches, now maybe you might be able to get that off. Living in Libertarian town might not be too bad because I don't think they would give a fuck about my stance on abortion. Right? And I don't think they like the government, just like I'm not really a fan of them. Maybe I'll be good in Libertarian town. And I don't think they'll mind me smoking. Because I does that. I agree with that. I have my own personal opinion, which is not for abortion. Yeah, I'm not for abortion. What's the name? I disagree with abortion. Like, I'm against it. But I cannot say it's okay for people to control your body. I can't. I can never do that. You should be able to do what you want with your body as an adult. As an adult. I'm also against the dishonest that comes from the fanatical pro-choice folks. I get you. I mean, I don't think people get attacked that badly for having abortions. People get attacked much harder for being Christian. Oh, no. I'm not saying that that's not the case, right? And I don't think people get attacked harder. I'm not making it a comparison game. I'm saying people who agree with abortions or just not agree, but kind of doesn't see the issue just because even my reasoning, which would be, I don't like the control over someone's body is crazy unless you're into that type of kink. That would be my biggest thing. I've received a lot of hate for me having that opinion, right? I'm not saying it's more than the hate I've received for me being a Christian as well. Because think about it, I'm both. I'm a Christian and I believe that you shouldn't control someone's body, right? Which is why I'm like smack dab in the middle when it comes to abortion. I'm in the middle. But it's not a comparison game. It's not who gets more hate. That would really depend on a lot of factors. Where you're from, what city, like how old you are, race, personality, right? All the type of things that you would probably deal with, right? Like I've been made fun of because I was Christian, right? I've been made fun of because I was going to church every day, damn near when I was a kid, right? All that stuff. But I've also been gone after for my stance on not being 100% anti-abortion. Morally, I am against it. Also, morally, I can't, I'm never going to feel comfortable controlling someone's body unless it's a kink. But when it comes to like the government, no, hell no. Nah, son. You should not be able to tell me what to do with my body or anyone. Unless it's a kink and your partner gives you that authority. I'll call it the lies, but if that person still wanted one, yeah, I have no say in that. I understand. I will roast the feminist that tries to conflate a miscarriage with an abortion. Okay, yeah, I don't see no issue there. I don't see no issue. Pride them. You know how I feel about fuck feminists. I remember that was the first thing I ever got exposed for as a content creator. People went and digged up like old fucking Facebook messages when I had a Facebook years ago. I was like, how the fuck did they find this? Like, I didn't even have a Facebook at the time. I was like, these niggas fucking find old fucking posts from an account that don't even exist anymore. Niggas is stuck.